For the first item on our agenda today, we have the submission and opening of bids for the procurement of disaster recovery system for Thales Topsky-HE Air Traffic Management System for the Philippine ATMC, RFQ number 2025-3-004 Bravo 198 million. This is a direct contracting. Can we allow the bidders inside the room? Good morning to our bidder. Can you please identify yourself and the company you are representing for records purposes?
I'm Roger Ferrari. I'm from Pacific Hemisphere Development Corporation, representing Thales.
I'm Bruno Vertnes from Pacific Hemisphere Development Corporation, representing Thales as well.
Good morning, gentlemen. Can you confirm if this is your submitted bid?
Yes.
Thank you. Proceeding to open the envelope. So the bid of Thales is with pagination and tabbings. Checklist, please.
Checklist. Valid mayor's permit or business permit.
Valid mayor's permit. Valid mayor's permit submitted.
Valid field reps certificate of registration.
Valid field job certificate of registration submitted.
Valid certificate of sole distributorship. Sorry.
Certificate of sole and exclusive proprietorship from Thales. Apostilled submitted.
Okay. Technical specifications with compliance statement. I'm sorry. Income or business tax return.
Submitted. Submitted.
Thank you. Technical specifications with compliance statement.
Compliance statement submitted.
Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form.
Financial bid form signed, submitted, and the financial bid of Thales is in the amount of 197,982,400 pesos, below the ABC. Again, that's 197,982,400 below the ABC. Mr. Chair, since this is a direct contracting project, may we now open the floor for any negotiations with regard to the price. From our bidders, how much discount can you give us?
Well, very sorry. I don't think we can give any discount on that because this has been going on for quite some times. So with inflations and everything, I don't know. I don't think we are, unfortunately, not. you know, able to give you any discount at this stage.
Even for 400 pesos, sir.
How much is the offer?
197,982. The ABC is
197.
982 400.
400, no problem. I can give you the 400.
Mr. Chair, the chairperson is here, maybe.
Roger, no more?
No
Just
more.
a little
as I
bit
said.
more so that we come back to our principles and say we had a successful negotiation.
Thales was very generous with the discount.
Thales has always been very generous, no issue on that.
Oh, see, we're already generous.
So just a little bit more generosity this time. 197. Why don't we close it at 197?
What's the price? I don't
197,982,400.
Yeah, okay.
See, very generous. I
Yeah,
should have
thank
asked
you.
one. I should have said 195. I'm sure they would have agreed.
They cut my head, but
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that discount. With that, Mr. Chair, the technical working group recommends that the bid offer of Thales undergo bid evaluation, sir.
Move to adopt, Mr. Chair, the recommendation of the TWG for the conduct of bid evaluation and the submitted proposal of Thales.
I second the motion, sir.
Move and duly seconded. The recommendation to undergo the bid evaluation is hereby adopted. Thank you. Thank you. That's it? Okay.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh,
We'll ask you to sign the revised offer.
problem. Thank you for still be manifesting your interest still.
We're just signing that you have revised offer.
To 97 million. Thank you.
197. We'd like
So,
to,
are there excused? Okay. No more. You don't need anything else from them. No more signatures. We'll just subject the bid to bid evaluation.
yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Very excited to implement this finally.
Can I have a question?
Go ahead,
Okay.
please. I forgot to ask if you have other.
Because now this is over 50 million. I think you have to go to the board, isn't it, for approval?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
Well, we're not seeing any problem. They're actually asking about this
Okay.
in the two previous boards. So 150 lang kasi, no? 150, yeah. We increased the threshold of the Director General from 50, but that's all the way up to 150. But this is 197, so you're correct.
Up to 150 now?
Yes, so you're
Let's
correct.
make it 149.
If you want it that way, then
I'm leaving.
immediately the DG will sign it. No, but we'll have another. So please make sure that we. The next board is on the
April 23.
April 23. So make sure that it's already included in the agenda. So all the necessary bid evaluation and possibly post-qualification can be done prior to that. All right?
Sir Flo, presentation PowerPoint template. That's April 11.
Oh.
Tapusin namin ni Sir.
Yeah. Although for the record also, I'm not sure if you're aware, there's an election ban on notice of award, but we're still studying that this might not fall under that election ban. No? I think, was it you
We
who
applied for an
exemption, but we have not gotten the official document from the Commission on Election that it's part of those that will be exempted. But one of the lawyers reached out to me earlier and said that there are automatic exemptions. So we'll see if it will fall to those exemptions. Nevertheless, the end of the ban will be May 13. So maybe 2 weeks after.
40 days before and 40 days after.
No.
Only before.
I think it's immediately after the election, it can already be awarded. But we'll verify that. But I was advised by our lawyers that it's only 45 days from March 28. Yeah. Today. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Any other questions, Roger? No. No more. All right. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll see you. Salamat. Thank you, sirs. Thank you. All right. Next, pre-bid conference.
Next item on our agenda, we have for pre-bid conference, the procurement of consulting services for CAAP Competency Framework, bid number 25-10-2, 5 million, worth 5 million pesos. This is an HRMD project. Do we have prospective bidders online? Did we send invites to our shortlisted bidders? Let's allow our bidders online, please. Miss Clear Vision Nelda, can you identify yourself and the company you're representing, please?
I'm Nelda Zulueta, Clear Vision. With me is my associate, Joe Vargas. Thank you.
Do you have any other bidders or prospective bidders present? Ano yan? Yes, John Oliver Mendoza.
Hi, good morning everyone. So I'm Oliver Mendoza and I'm representing Astrometrics HR Solutions Incorporated. Thank you.
Okay, siguro we can start na, no? HR, please.
Sir. Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, BAC members. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, bidders. This is the procurement of consulting services for CAAP Competency Framework. The Civil Aviation CAAP, through its CAAP Operating Budget 2025, intends to apply the sum of 5 million being approved budget to the payments under contract of the procurement of consulting services for CAAP Competency Framework. Bids received in excess of the BC shall automatically rejected at the opening of the financial proposal. Under EDS, the firm must have completed at least 5 similar projects that involve the design and development of competency framework and conduct of competency assessment for any government agency within the last 5 years. Similar experience refers to the expertise earned from the engagement consultancy services rendered related to competency-based modeling assessment and job profiling. Relevant experience refers to the expertise earned from services rendered in firms, engagement to a wider scope of human resource management and development, such as organization development, recruitment and selection, learning and development, performance management, and rewards and recognition. Similar and relevant experience shall also include earned expertise from the conduct of capacity building training programs related to HRMD. The consultant shall submit the following eligibility technical documents arranged, numbered tab as enumerated. So eligibility documents, Class A documents, legal documents. Number 1, registration certificate from Security Exchange Commission, DTI for sole proprietorship or CDA for cooperatives. PhilGIP certificates of registration and membership in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of IRR, except for foreign bidders participating in the procurement of Philippine Foreign Service Office or Post, shall submit their eligibility documents under 24.1 of IRR, provided that the winning consultants shall register with PhilGIPs in accordance with 37.1.4 of the IRR. Number 3, mayor's business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document exclusive of economic zone or areas together with corresponding copy of receipts of payments of the said permit for individual consultants not registered under sole proprietorship. Number 4, tax clearance for EO number 398, series of 2005, issued by ERR, Main Office Accounts Receivable Monitoring Division, as finally reviewed and approved by the BRR. Next, A, the bidder may still submit a Class A eligibility documents required to be uploaded and maintained current and updated in PLGIPs pursuant to Section 8.5.2 of the IRR. If already registered in PLGIPs under Platinum category, the certificate of registration and membership in lieu of the uploaded file of Class A eligibility documents, or a combination thereof in case of the earlier uploaded Class A eligibility documents has been expired. In the event the bidder opted to submit only the Class A eligibility documents, the certificate of PLGIPs registration shall remain a post-qualification requirements to be submitted in accordance with the 2016 IRR of 9184. Technical documents, statement of all prospective bidders of all its ongoing and completed government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid within 2 years prior to the deadline for submission and receipt of bids, use CAAP, BAC, CF, and ISA. Then financial documents, the consultant's consulting firm audited financial statements showing, among others, the consultant's total and current assets and liabilities stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institution for the preceding year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. Then Class B document, if applicable, a valid joint venture in case of joint venture is already existence. In the absence of GVA, duly notarized statement from all potential joint venture partners should be included in the bid stating that they will enter into and abide by the provision of GVA in an instance that the bid is successful. Failure to enter into joint venture in the event of contract award shall be ground for forfeiture of bid security. Note that based on clause 24.1 of the IRR, in case of GVA, its joint venture partner shall submit the following, arranged, numbered, and stub enumerated below. Number 1, SEC, DTI, or appropriate development documents, if any, issued by the country or foreign bidder concerned. Number 2, Mayor's business permit issued by city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, and the equivalent document of EEZ or areas together with receipts of payments of the said permit. Tax clearance of EO 398 series 2005 issued by BIR. Main Office Accounts Receivable Monitoring Division as finally reviewed and approved by BIR, or delinquency verification certification of non-resident foreign corporation or non-resident aliens not engaged in trade or business. Then the consulting firms audited financial statements showing, among others, the consultant's total and current assets liabilities stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited authorized institution for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the bid submission. The submission of technical and financial documents by any of joint venture partners constitutes compliance, provided the partner responsible to submit the NFCC shall likewise submit the statement of all its ongoing contracts and audited financial statements. A, the bidder may still submit a Class A documents required to be uploaded and maintained current updated of the PLGIPs pursuant to the IRR. If already registered in PLGIPs under Platinum category, certificate of registration and membership in lieu of Class A eligibility documents. A combination thereof in case of earlier Class A eligibility documents has been expired. In the event of bidder opted to submit only Class A eligibility documents, certificate of PLGIPs registration shall remain a post-qualification requirement. Next, this shall include the following documents as attachment to the omnibus sworn statement: certification under oath attesting that they have no pending cases against the government, in addition to the eligibility requirements as prescribed under the IRR, and then legal clearance to be issued by CAAP ELS with respect to non-pending case of the prospective bidders against the authority, and then bid bulletins if applicable. Next, the statement of all ongoing completed government and private contracts shall include all such contracts within 2 years prior to the deadline of submission or receipt of eligibility documents. The following should be attached on the list of the completed contracts as a proof of satisfactory completion, and then certificate of satisfactory completion issued by the client. Each bidder shall submit the original mark as original. Then envelope shall contain contain the name of the contract to be bid by the capital letters. And then B, bear the name of the address and the bidder in capital letters. B, addressed to the BAC or accordance to ITB clause. Bear the specific identification of this bidding process indicated in the ITB. Bear a warning do not open before the date and time for the opening of the bids in accordance with the ITB clause. And this is the EDS. Application eligibility will be evaluated on a pass or fail basis. The criterion rating for shortlisting are as follows: experience of the firm, 10%; conduct competency framework for any government agency within the last 5 years, 15%; conduct competency framework project with the similar scope of operation of any national government, 10%; submitted certificate of satisfactory completion of projects, 15%. Then qualification of team leader, 20%. Conduct competency framework project with similar scope of operation of any national agency, 20%, and the current workload of 10%, with a total of 100%. The prospective bidder must obtain at least the total average of 80% to be qualified to the financial evaluation stage. Under BDS, the procuring entity, CAAP, the evaluation procedure is QBE, quality-based evaluation and selection. Quality-based evaluation. And then the consultant achieving the highest technical score has its financial proposal opened and provided that it is within the ABC or cost estimate, which is disclosed in the bidding documents, is invited to negotiate a contract. Funding source, the 2025 corporate budget of CAAP. The name of the project is a procurement of consulting services for CAAP competency framework. Scope of work, the consultant shall be engaged in the period of 9 months until reasonable completion of the project to establish the CAAP competency framework and render the following services. Activity set A, orientation and organizational assessment, includes facilitation of an orientation meeting, review of organizational development and benchmarking by the consultancy provider, submission of inception report and work plan. Activity set development of number 1, draft competency framework elements for validation. A, competency model, competency tables, and competency matrix. 2, design and facilitation of 3D validation workshop. 3, post-activity report, validated version of CAAP CF, competency model, competency tables, competency matrix, and position profile. Activity set 3, competency assessment and consolidation, crafting and submission of competency-based job description, crafting competency assessment tools, facilitation of organization-wide assessment, establish CBHRS manual guidebook, submission of competency assessment result, submission of policy development operating guidelines, presentation of project results and submission of terminal report. And number 8, conduct workshop for HRMD implementers and TWG to operationalize the competency framework. And then qualification requirements. Qualification of consulting firm must be duly registered, sole proprietorship, partnership, or corporation that has been in existence for at least 10 years as a registered entity in the Philippines, must be able to demonstrate familiarity working with national government agencies and/or GOCCs. And further, should have successfully completed at least 5 relevant organizational development projects for government agencies within the last 5 years, must have completed at least 5 similar projects and involve design and development of competency framework and conduct of competency assessment for government agencies and/or GOCCs within the last 5 years. And then, C, familiarity working with or having worked with CAAP in the government agency operating under highly technical, technology development-driven mandate is not required but will be an advantage for prospective service providers. Additional 5 points will be given to the prospective service providers on the top of the total points. Must have CBHR is team for at least 4 members for the project implementation that meets minimum qualification requirements for this project, including support for data gathering, event management. Another member must be a technical writer to ensure their outputs, reports, and competency dictionary are properly written before its submission, following legal guidelines and standards set within aviation industry. Technical qualification of personnel, project lead facilitator, holder of at least master's degree, as shown. Okay. Then, sige.
Technical writer, editor, as shown.
As shown.
Wait lang yan.
Okay.
Give them.
And then, OD analyst or co-facilitator, as shown. Okay. And then, project associate, project support, as shown in the slide. Next, this is the ITB close 10.2, as shown. KPF funds. Yeah. Okay. Financial proposal consists of 6 forms, shall contain the following arranged, numbered, and tabled, as shown. Yes. Okay. And then ITB close 15.0. Each and every page thereof shall be initialized or signed by the duly authorized representative of the bidder, including pages. Submitted eligibility, technical, and financial documents shall be properly marked in the index tab, and must be subsequently paginated in accurate order in the form, page number of last page of document, per envelope basis. Pagination should be sequential based on the entire span of the whole document inside the envelope. Okay, this is the ITB close 15.1. The bid security shall be limited to bid securing declaration in the following forms. Then next, the ECC. Okay na yan. Okay, this is the ITB GCC close 6.2. And then GCC close 35.1. Then DCC close 38.1, consultants actions requiring procuring entities prior approval. Then close 39.5, in case of change of personnel. Under the TOR, this is the background as shown. The objective, specific objectives follows. So, develop competency framework which contain standard required competency and proficiency levels for 299 positions with 7 major functional sectors as shown. The CF will contain the 4 model, tables, matrix, and position profiles as shown. Then, to capacitate the management, HRMD and other relevant stakeholders. It will, the concept is in relation to the prime HRM, recruitment, selection, placement, onboarding, learning and development, performance management, rewards and recognition. And then this is the scope of work. It covers activity set 1, set 2, and set 3, as shown. This is the activities of the service provider, with opposite on the other side is the deliverables of CAAP and the timeline, as shown. Competency assessment consultation for 6 to 9 months. And then the last, the crafting of final set of reports. And the conduct of capacity building for CAAP CBHRS. This is just a summary of the earlier presentation, sir. Expected output that is including deliverables, sir. And the deliverables with reporting requirements including payment scheme or schedule, activity set 1, 10%, and the activity set 2 break down into 10%, 10%, and then 20%, as shown. Then the competency assessment and consolidation. And the last part, any data information or other materials gathered and prepared in the fulfillment of above deliverables shall belong and remain in CAAP property, remain the property of CAAP. The consultant may be given permission to use any part of the entire document upon issuance of prior consent and approval by the CAAP, provided that the intent and purpose use of the document will not cause any misrepresentation and adverse implication on the part of CAAP. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you so much, Sir Wilmar. To our prospective bidders, the floor is now open for questions. But I do believe there's a prior question before. Can we scroll up dun sa in-call messages? From Sir LV Rodora Tarobal, do we still have to submit the eligibility docs since we have been declared eligible? You're correct, sir. You no longer have to submit your eligibility documents. What is required to be submitted are the technical proposal and financial proposal.
Thank you.
What else? Can you scroll down? Okay, yun. Scroll down pa. Meron pa. Ayun. Do you have any more questions from our prospective bidders for the project CAAP competency framework?
Permission to speak. I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is LV Tarobal of Career Clinic and Enterprise Solutions. My question is it possible, this is for the end user, is it possible if the workshop on the conduct of a 2-day CBHRS can take place before the submission of the draft? Is it possible? I think this is still within the timeline of under the development of the competency framework.
Through the chair, yes, Miss LB, we can arrange the schedule since this is the workshop no part. On the last part, we can change the last portion na lang naman yun ng delivery or deliverables. We can adjust.
Yeah, oo. Parang kasi natapos na yun, while it is still very fresh, it
Yes,
would be
yes.
good to facilitate that. Okay, so if that is possible, although we will abide with the stipulated in the TOR, the arrangement, But just asking if in the event it can be, sort of rearranged. So I think is it a yes?
Yes po.
Okay, thank you very much.
Other questions po?
May I have another question if none?
Go
have
ahead.
been raised? Yeah. So under the terms of reference, it's under the background and rationale, second paragraph, it is mentioned to enhance and fortify the competencies of its human resource organization. Is it safe to assume that I think in the past you have done several interventions in this similar kind of intervention? Is it safe to assume that you have a sort of a task output that would say, kasi sabi dito, to enhance and fortify. So meaning to say that there is, at some point, have been done in the past as a reference for this project.
We have several activities in relation to competency, but yun nga, we need a scientific method or study as a reference, and we will submit that for board approval. Pero may mga related na po, may mga pre-work na kumbaga, to support the activities of CF.
Okay. So there is already a past, output that we can sort of review as part of our desk work, as our reference. Meron po.
Pero if you are referring for a formal competency, kung mayroon kaming na-initiate before, wala pa pong ganyan. We have separate po kasi yung mga competency ng technical namin into admin and support. The competency used for technical, nire-refer namin yun sa IKO. And then we follow the IKO for technical. But the soft skills and the admin and support, yun po ang hindi pa na-establish.
I see. Tama po bang understanding ko that the hardcore technical competencies ang meron? What you are trying to say now is meron siyang soft skill competencies that were not established? Tama po ba yun?
Yes po. Yung admin and support natin is not yet established. So, yung technical personnel, we need to formalize and then consolidate those kasi iba-ibang services siya. So, yun yung nire-refer namin na naumpisahan na siya, but then we need to standardize and then consolidate those CF into one major guidelines or manual.
Okay. Is it also safe to assume that the technical competencies that you have actually developed in the past, have also been sort of established, but it's not just, hindi pa siya put together as one whole framework. Tama po ba?
Yes po, that's correct.
Okay. So, yun lang naman po yung tanong namin kasi I think this is the sixth time, tama ba? Sixth time ba ito that we've seen this on field trips, and I thought in the past biddings, palagi na siyang tapos hindi pala natutuloy yung before. Tama po ba?
Yes po, may mga technical problems na regarding sa requirements before, but then we are sure na ma-proceed na po ngayon.
So you are seriously, pursuing this now because it will take time and also effort at our end to be doing this, and I hope
Ma'am, I think the mere fact that we're doing this pre-bid conference already, ma'am, we're serious
Okay.
about it, and we're not forcing anyone to join. This is again open competitive bidding, open for everyone, and as much as everyone's open to join, no, everyone's not also being forced to join.
Of course, we are. We are interested to join. That's why we also attended this workshop. I just want to express our observation in the past, and thank you for that. Okay.
Any other questions?
I have a question po, sir. So, do we need to present our proposed project plan po? And if yes, when po?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Do we need to present our proposed project plan slash method? And if yes, when po?
You need to present or submit. Is that?
If may presentation po siya, ng
No,
proposed
no,
project plan.
no need for
Okay.
presentation po.
Alright, alright. And when is the target implementation of this project? If you have any exact dates po, like that po.
Sir, it was presented a while ago, sir. So it will be based from the NTP.
Yeah. Alright. And for the competency assessment naman po, how many employees will undergo the assessment? And do they have existing JDs?
We have 299 positions, unique positions. Job descriptions, they have, but we need to review
Alright.
to update the GDs.
Alright, okay. And what's the expected content po of the CBHRS manual and operational guidelines po?
Sir, nasa presentation kanina.
Na-late po kasi. So sorry, sir. Pero yeah. Okay.
9:30 naman, sir, yung yung notice
Alright.
natin. But this will be uploaded naman, sir.
Alright.
Po. Nasa BidDocs ito, sir. Sa CAAP, actually, it was already uploaded. If you check our
alright.
website po, opo. Sa PhilJeps din, sir.
Yeah, that's all lang naman po yung question.
Question from Clear Vision.
Yes po.
Oh, yes. The elements that you have presented are quite clear to us. My question is regarding the deadline for submission of the bid documents. May I know when that will be? Is it April 10?
Give us a minute, ma'am. We're double checking that.
Sure, thank you.
We will issue a bid bulletin, ma'am, with regard to the submission of the financial and technical components of this bid. But prior to that, if you are willing, able, and ready to join, you can already buy the bidding documents. So, stay tuned na lang po sa announcement available in PhilJeps and CAAP website.
Great, thank you. We were just considering that maybe since April 9 is a holiday, you can perhaps take that into consideration for posting the date for the deadline. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We will consider that po in our bid bulletin.
Thank you very much.
Actually, we have already computed po uh, the procurement activity timeline for this project. So, thank you for the quick revert back, Sec. Uh, we will set the deadline of the submission of bids for this project on April 11. No, April 11, 2025. That's 9:30 a.m. No. So that's a Friday. So yun po, I hope that answers the question of clear vision.
Yes, that's very clear. Thank you. Clarified. Thank you.
So, do we have, are there any other questions? If none, maybe we can officially close this pre-bid conference.
Hello po. Sorry. This is from Assessment Analytics po.
Yes, ma'am. Sige po.
Opo. Ask lang po if we're allowed to add more team members aside from the position title that is stated in the TOR. In the TOR po kasi it was stated na we need a project lead and facilitator, technical writer,
Yes,
or
ma'am.
the
That's the bare
analyst.
minimum. So you can add as many as you want.
Okay. So if ever po, can we add other team members na iba yung position title? Like for example, technical support staff, data analyst, or statistician.
Sige lang po. Opo. That's the minimum po.
Okay, thank you po. As long as we meet naman po the 4 minimum team members. Okay lang po. So, another question din po pala. So, you mentioned earlier po na you have 299 unique positions. However, we want to know po sana how many employees will undergo the competency assessments. We need what we need po is the total head count kung ilan po yung employees na magte-take ng assessment. Because the assessment po will be per employee, not per unique positions.
Yes, we have 299 unique positions. Yung head count po natin ngayon sa candidacy is 3,903.
Sorry, medyo choppy lang po.
Sorry.
100 po.
3,903 plantilla positions.
Okay, thank you so much po. And then, sorry, last question po. For the capacity building for CAAP CBHRS, may we know po if what's the duration of the workshop? If it's 1 day, 2 days, or may minimum po ba?
Sorry, I'd like to correct my last statement. Kasi naka-base na yun, we base the CF to reorg structure. So the plantilla based on our reorg is 7,006 positions. Hindi po siya 3,903. That's our current. Okay. Sorry, hindi ko narinig yung last question mo.
Sorry. For the capacity building po for CAAP CBHRS, we would like to ask po, what's the duration of the workshop? If it's 1 day, 2 days, or 1 week?
We'll base pa rin sa maximum duration ng timeline natin sa TOR.
Okay po. And also, to clarify lang po, if yung scope po ba ng workshop is about interpreting how to interpret the competency framework or dictionary, and then how CAAP will integrate that framework in different HR pillars.
It includes yung lahat po ng sinabi nyo.
Okay po. Thank you po.
Hello. Just want to clarify, tama ba yung narinig namin? Yung number of total plantilla non-plantilla niyo is about 13,000? Tama po ba yun? or 7,000 yung positions?
Yung CF po nakabase sa reorg structure namin, so that is 7,006 positions. Sorry, 7,060 positions.
Um, 7,000 positions, or is this number of people occupying different positions, you know? But like for example, if there is a example lang po ito, Civil Aviation Officer 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if example lang po ito ha, the Civil Aviation Officer 1, you might have about 100 of that spread all over. Tama po ba yun?
Okay.
And that is a position.
Okay po. Out of 7,060 positions, yung lalagyan natin ng CF, 2,999 unique positions. Kasi pwedeng admin officer across CAAP, the same CF lang naman yung kailangan natin. So, 7,000 positions, but yung gagawa natin ng CF, 299.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit confusing because if you develop a competency framework, it is for the entire organization. And here, it will only be covering 2,999, tama po ba? About 3,000 new positions.
I-clarify ko, Mama, nasa bid natin, we have 299 unique positions. Yun po,
299 positions.
Yun po yung gagawa natin ng CF.
Okay. Okay. For the assessment, sila din yung i-cover natin na i-assess.
Yes po.
Yes po. The competency framework. Tama po ba?
Yes po, sila pa rin yung subject natin.
Okay, so it's clarified that the subject for the development ng competency framework and for the assessment and the CBJDs are the 299 benchmark positions or the unique positions. Tama po?
Yes po, tama po.
Okay. Thank you. That's good. Okay.
We thank the participation of our bidders today. We will just, again, the opening is April 11, so you may send your queries 10 days before that, no? Up to 10 days before that. Okay po. And we'll now be moving on. We would like to thank your participation. You are now excused. We're now moving on to the next item on our agenda. We have for pre-bid conference, the rehabilitation and testing of Tagaytay Radar Power Transformer and Substation at Tagaytay Radar Facility, bid number 25-17-3. ABC is 1,100,000. This is an ANS project.
Permission to leave.
To our prospective bidders for the project rehab and testing of Tagaytay Radar Power Transformer and Substation, can you please identify yourself and the company you are representing?
Okay, so good morning. So So the pre-bid conference for the rehabilitation and testing of Tagaytay Radar Power Transformer and Substation at Tagaytay Radar Facility. So the project has an ABC of 1,100,000 and the source of fund is the approved APP FY 2025 rehabilitation and testing of Tagaytay Radar Power Transformer and Substation at Tagaytay Radar Facility with APP code 1732-5021300. And the CBA, approved CBA for this project is has a number of 25-02-178 dated February 5, 2025. The duration of the project is 90 calendar days. And the mode of procurement is competitive bidding. So the invitation to bid for the rehabilitation and testing of Tagaytay Radar Power Transformer and Substation at Tagaytay Radar Facility. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, through CAAP Corporate Operating Budget for FY 2025, intends to apply the sum of 1,100,000 pesos, being the ABC to payment under the contract for the rehabilitation testing of Tagaytay Radar Power Transformer and Substation at Tagaytay Radar Facility. Bids received in excess of ABC shall be automatically rejected at bid opening. The CAAP now invites a bid for the above procurement project. Delivery of the goods is required within 90 calendar days. Bidders should have completed within 7 years from the date of submission and receipt of bids a contract similar to the project. The description of the eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2, Instructions to Bidders. Bidding will be conducted through open competitive bidding procedure using a non-discretionary pass-failure criterion as specified in the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens, sole proprietorship, partnership, or organization with at least 60% interest or outstanding capital stock belonging to the citizen of the Philippines, and to citizens or organization of the country the law or regulation to which grant similar rights or privileges to Filipino citizens pursuant to RA 5183. Prospective bidders may obtain further information from BAC Secretariat, CAAP, Mia Road, Pasay City, and inspect the bidding documents at the address given from 8 a.m. below from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday except declared holidays and suspension of work. Bidders must also check the PhilJEP's website, CAAP website, and BAC Secretariat for any bid bulletins and announcement related to the bidding. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interest bidders until deadline of submission of bid from given address and website below upon payment of the applicable fees for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest GPPB in the amount of 5,000 exclusive of any and all taxes imposed by relevant and government agencies. The procuring entity shall allow the bidders to present its proof of payment for the fees through email. So the CAAP will hold a pre-bid conference today through video conferencing website via Google Meet application, which shall be open to prospective bidders who will coordinate with BAC Secretariat and Google Meet link. So all bids must be accompanied by bid security any of the acceptable forms in any of the amount stated in ITB Clause 14. Bid opening shall be at the given address. Bid shall be opened in the presence of bidder's representative who choose to attend the activity. The CAAP reserves the right to reject any and all bids declared a failure bidding or award the contract at any time prior to the contract award in accordance with Section 35.6 and 41 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. So for further information, please refer to the to Engineer Leandro Barquez. Wala. Wala nang share. So for further information, please refer to Engineer Leandro Varquez, the head BAC Secretariat of CAAP. Or you may also visit the website flashed on your screen. So for the instruction to bidders, I will be reading only the necessary provisions in the bid data sheet with corresponding ITB clauses. So for BDS for the ITB clause number 5.3, the corresponding BDS is for the purpose of contract similar to the project. These are the similar projects: erection, installation, repair, or maintenance of power or distribution substation facilities, or maintenance of power or distribution transformer, generators, and other electrical apparatus, or manufacture of low or medium voltage distribution transformers and other electrical apparatus, and it should be completed within 7 years prior to the deadline of submission of bids. For clause number 10.1, bidders shall be required to submit the following as part of the technical documents: A, proof and other supporting documents of evidence of the bidders stated on the of compliance with technical specification required under Section 7, technical specification as applicable. B, certificate of site inspection issued by Tagaytay ANS FIC or its representative. C, a photocopy of gate logbook entry showing the date, time, and person visited the site. D, a photocopy clearly showing the person who visited the site with the guard on duty as background at the Tagaytay Radar ANF. An authorized certificate of at least 1 year employment of the company of the duly licensed registered electrical engineer who will directly supervise the installation or the activity. A photocopy of the current PRC license of the registered electrical engineer who will supervise the installation, and a duly signed and authorized certification and undertaking. For clause number 12, the price of goods shall be quoted DPPB CAAP, Tagaytay Radar ANF, Barangay Niogan, Tagaytay City, or the applicable Incoterms of this project. For clause number 14, the bid security shall be in a form of bid declaration of any of the following form and amount: the amount of not less than 22,000, which is equivalent to the 2% of ABC if the bid security is in cash, cashier's manager's check, bank draft, guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit, or amount of not less than 55,000 pesos, which is equivalent to 5% of ABC if bid security is in surety bond. For the BDS, for clause number 19, these are similar with the specification as will be flashed later on. For the special conditions of the contract, for clause number 2.2, full payment upon completion and acceptance of the end users. And for the testing that will be done, the final test shall be conducted in the presence of Tagaytay Radar facility and anode representatives. A test methodology and results shall be in accordance with the latest IEEE or IEC requirements. Test results must be submitted in the agreed form between the contractor and the CAAP anode, and a final test result must be signed and sealed by the professional electrical engineer together with the current PRC ID and professional tax receipt. So the testing will be agreed upon by the anode and contractor, and with the corresponding methods of working procedure. So these are the requirements. I will just be flashing the requirements for this particular project. Anyway, these requirements are inside the are contained in the bidding documents. So for the technical specification, these are basically the same with the requirements. So that's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
To our prospective bidders, we now open the floor for questions and comments. Do we have any?
Good afternoon. Good morning, sir. This is Greg from NAR po.
Yes, sir.
Kailan po kaya yung inspection po?
Sir, if I may, anytime naman yun, sir, pwede nyo namang i-site inspection. Just seek the proper permit. Kuha kayo ng permit dito sa CAAP para makapasok po kayo sa facility.
Email.
Mag-i-email po ba kami or pupunta na lang po dyan?
You can send the requesters through email, and then later on, we'll send the instruction. You can email at anod@caap.gov.ph, anod@caap.gov.ph. You can send the request. Opo.
at kaap.gov.ph.
Yes, sir.
Thank you po.
Thank you, sir.
Are there
Yes, sir. Good morning po.
Yes, sir.
Sir, question lang po. Yung bid po namin, ipapasa po namin sa dyan po sa Pasay.
Opo, sir.
Okay po. Tapos sir, in the event, kunwari sir, yung bidder makuha yung project, sir, allowed po ba kami gumawa ng barracks inside the facility?
Hindi po, sir.
Copy po. Pero sir, kunwari yung mga materials namin na deliver namin doon, pwede naman po sir doon yung laydown area namin.
Pwede naman po.
Okay, copy po. Tapos sir, sir, pwede kaya ako makahingi ng quick parang overview scope of work nung project po natin?
Yung scope, sir, nandun po, sir, sa bid documents natin.
Uploaded din po ito sa CAAP website and PhilJobs po.
Copy po. Bali sir, ito po bang ibig sabihin yung rehabilitation is parang tetestingin lang po natin yung transformer ninyo? Ganun po ba?
Sir, hindi po. May mga papalitan na mga parts, mga insulators, mga consumables, and at the same time, iti-test po yung transformer natin.
Copy sir. Sir, in the event po na kunwari sa testing po namin, may nakita kaming mga deficiencies sa transformer po ninyo, ano ba sir, yung pagre-repair po ba kasama sa amin or hindi na?
Sir, yung pagka major, sir, yung yung na found out ninyo, it will be a different project. Pero if it's kunwari hihigpitan lang, then siguro kaya nyo namang pwede namang gawin natin yon. Kung very simple lang talaga.
Yes sir, okay po. So, ibig sabihin sir, kunwari, kailangan na siya i-rewind, yun po sir yung another project na po iyon. Ganun po?
That is correct, sir.
Okay po. Thank you po.
So if there are no more questions, we'd like to thank the participation of our prospective bidders. You are now excused. So going on to the next